Oh God, I don't even know where to start with this one. But anyway, Sony had an event a few days ago where they were announcing, upcoming titles in the future, what Sony's going to be doing with their games for the PS4, the PS Vita, the PS TV, and pretty much all of their PlayStation brands. So, one of the companies which everyone loves, Square Enix. Well, I mean, I guess that's debatable now, but they had made an appearance at the conference, and they had made an announcement of a particular title that had got everyone excited, including me. Well, I didn't hear anything about it until I had looked at the thumbnails that were on YouTube, and it was plastered all over the internet, and I haven't had gotten a chance to really look at the event itself because I had a lot of things to do back out in the real world. But when I got on the internet, I had seen thumbnails of a particular title, and we all know that Square Enix is known for the Final Fantasy franchise. And yes, when I got on the computer, I looked on YouTube, they had the thumbnails of Final Fantasy VII for PS4, and the main thumbnail I had seen was a picture of Maximilian and his reaction to the Final Fantasy VII. So the first thing that came to my mind was, oh my God, Square Enix have finally done it. They are going to do something they said they wouldn't going to do anytime soon, and that was a fully HD remake of the Final Fantasy VII game. And the moment I saw the thumbnails from all over the place, I went straight to work to go on YouTube to find out, is this an HD remake of Final Fantasy VII? So I go on the internet, and the first place I always check is IGN to see if IGN had anything on it. So I clicked on IGN, and I clicked on it, watched the video, and oh my God, Square Enix get on stage, talk about Final Fantasy VII, the logo pops up, and man, my body was getting hyped. My heart started pounding, and you look at the crowd. The crowd is excited. When I say they're excited, they already set themselves up for disappointment, especially me too. And I felt as though I was sitting in the crowd with everybody else. So when they finally showed Final Fantasy VII, and they showed the trailer, and the first thing that showed up was the new game and little game, and they had the traditional Final Fantasy VII graphics. And oh my God, my whole facial expression just turned down. You should have heard the audience. The audience just went in straight silence mode. The audience went completely silent. And then they started showing all the old graphics and everything. I was like, oh my God, are you serious, Square Enix? Are you serious? You're re-releasing Final Fantasy VII once again. I already played this game 100 times, and you're releasing the same game once again, and didn't even make an attempt to even at least HD or change the character models or change a little bit of something. They didn't even do that. From what I'm seeing here is they just took the PC port, which the Square Enix had announced a year or two ago that Final Fantasy VII was coming to PC, and to me that's what probably happened. They just took the PC port and just transferred it over to the PS4. Alright, for one, I already played it on the PS1. Then when the PS3 came out and they started doing the PS1 classics on the PlayStation Store, I had bought it again, so I'd be able to play it on the go on my PSP, and I completed it there. And that's when they made the announcement of the PC version, and now they're re-releasing again for the PS4. Come on, Square Enix. You guys still are capitalizing on your past success. Leave it alone. Move on with the franchise and continue to ditch out and rework the Final Fantasy brand. And I hope that Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy, I believe it's called Act Zero, I really, really, really hope that these two Final Fantasy games really push the bar of what to expect from future Final Fantasy titles, because this is ridiculous. If you're not going to HD remake Final Fantasy VII, then just leave it alone and just move on. So that's all I have to really say about that. So how do you guys feel about Square Enix once again re-releasing Final Fantasy VII, getting the fans all hyped up and trolling everyone? And do you think it was a smart call, smart move, or do you just think you just need Square Enix just to move on to their newer Final Fantasy projects and just leave Final Fantasy VII alone? Period. So this is MugenLord signing off.